Welcome you on the show, Sports Updates on Trust TV. I'm Adeni G. Shafet. Time to take you around the world of sports to look at what is happening. An update. Let's look at those. Now we know that transfer window is open in some nations over there in Europe, especially for Nigeria. Also almost done, where teams can actually get to buy players, and also we've seen coaches being appointed. As we speak right now, Aqua United, they've got their man back. Talking about Aqua United there. Well, a lot of stories that we'll be looking at right now quickly as we talk about the update in the world of sport. Let's start with CHAN 2025. As we know that our team, they've qualified, but they will be having actually having the camp open for them on 6th of January, where they'll be gathering to see how they will prepare ahead of the competition that will be coming up in Uganda, Kenya, and also Tanzania. For our team, Super Eagles Team B or CHAN Eagles, they need to resume early so that they can do well, at least earlier the better for them to be together as a team. And that's why that particular news came out, that the Super Eagles Team B will be resuming camp and they will all be together to see how they will do well ahead of this competition. Well, as it is right now, they will be playing at least alongside other nations to see who will win this particular competition. Our team qualify at the expense of beating Ghana, the arch rival, when it comes to West African football, to qualify for the CHAN competition coming up very soon. So that's a good one there. They want to get them to be together quickly. After all, they need to get their preparation on standstill quickly. So right now, from that particular story, let's talk about the big team, maybe the Super Eagles this time around. NFF Technical Committee begins meeting on new foreign coach for Super Eagles. They want to get Super Eagles foreign coach. At least that's what they said. They want to make sure a foreign coach come in. But Nigerians have been saying, well, Augustine Avoin and the likes of Ilechuku and Ogumale, they are doing a wonderful job. Maybe they should let them continue, but as it is, NFL really wants to get the foreign coach, and they started working on that. That's why the technical committee are beginning to sit together to see how they can get the best foreign coach for Nigeria. We've seen the case of the man that came and then he left after just the announcement, Padula, what about that name, the German, now to go back. But right now, they want to look for a substantive coach for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Hopefully, let's be hopeful that they will appoint the best for the Super Eagles, for them to be able to at least get their acts together and get it right ahead of the World Cup qualifier that will be coming up this year. From that story, let's talk about a Nigerian player, because we are giving you update. A Nigerian youngster is doing so well over there in Spain. Let's look at that story. Edna Imade is her name. Edna Imade, Crown Liga F Player of the Month in breakout season. She has been so fantastic for her team Granada, and right now she has been at least crowned the La Liga F Player of the Month in breakout season. Let's look at it. Looking at that particular, all the other players have been nominated alongside that lady, the Nigerian. Though from the way it is right now, she was actually born in Morocco, although to a Nigerian parent. Now, Imade won the Player of the Month of December after getting nomination alongside the likes of Alvarez, Salvador Brutes, not forgetting Yone Amazega, Brown, and also you have Seriagi there. For the Nigerian youngster, this is a future player. Hopefully she can make her way to Super Falcons, because she's fantastic as a player, and right now she deserves the mention for her to win that Player of the Month there. Congrats to Edna Imade, the youngster who is doing so well with the Granada women football team. Well, tonight is the night, still giving you update in the world of sport. Let's talk about big one coming up between Inter Milan and Atalanta in the semi-final of Supercoppa, Italian Supercoppa semi-finals coming up tonight. Inter Milan versus Atalanta will be coming up. We know that we have our own star player, King of African football, Ademola Lookman there. That will be at least playing for Atalanta 1907, the team from Bergamo facing Inter. The match is actually coming up in Saudi Arabia. What's going to be happening there? Well, the 4 teams participating in AC Milan will be facing Juventus on Friday. But for today, attention will be on the Nerazzurri versus Atalanta. That game is going to be an explosive one, because it's going to be a tough one. All the teams are really trying to see how they can act smart one another, looking at the 4 teams qualifying for the semi-final of the Italian Supercoppa. A tough one there, but it's surmountable for the likes of Atalanta, because a lot of Nigerians be gunning for Ademola Lookman to maybe score tonight, make an assist or some assists to see how his team Atalanta under Gasperini will be able to turn things around and do well. Hopefully, let's see. Both of them having this almost the same color of jersey. You look at it, they are both ready to lock on tonight. Where that game coming up over there in Riyadh. Big one coming up tonight between Atalanta and Inter Milan for the Italian Super Coppa semi-finals, as Juventus also battle ready to face AC Milan. Ademola Lookman hopefully will make us proud as an African, as also a Nigerian, as just being crowned the African Player of the Year. Let's see what he can offer. Some few days ago, he won an award. And right now, we can't wait to see what he will be offering tonight. Big one coming up over there in the Italian Super Coppa semi-final. From the Super Coppa semi-final story, let's quickly talk about tennis. This time around, it has to do with Novak Djokovic, Sabalenka, through to Brisbane quarters, the quarterfinal, because both of them were able to win their games. Novak Djokovic kept his hopes of winning a 100th career ATP title alive with a straightforward 6-3, 6-3 win against Gael Monfils in the Brisbane International last 16. Good one for him, was able to win that game 6-3, 6-3, while the Serb will face really Opelka in the last 8. After that, after the American 7-6, 7-6 victory against Italy's Matteo Arnaudi. For the women version of it, world number 1 Arina Sabalenka will face Marin Boskova in the quarterfinals after breezing past Yulia Putintseva in their own game. The Belarusian beats Putintseva 6-4, 7-6 as she aims to win her 18th career title in Australia. The 26-year-old will face world number 44 Boskova, who beat former world number 1 Victoria Azarenka 6-4, 6-4 earlier today. That's it on tennis. Djokovic, Sabalenka being able to make it, and right now they will be gunning for the quarterfinals and see how they can do well over there in Australia, the place where they are playing is actually Brisbane, and they are really trying their best to see how they will do well there. For Djokovic, he's gunning for his 100th title in the ATP, while Sabalenka is gunning for her 18th title also in the women's version of that particular rating when it comes to tennis in the world. Well, good one for both of them, and hopefully they will at least triumph. A lot of people follow Djokovic. Seems is turning the flesh arch rivals now. Both of them are retired. Federer, Rafael Nadal are out, so he's now the new king, and he's really having a swell day when it comes to playing tennis so far across the globe. Away from there, we have to talk about a Nigeria defender who right now plies straight over there in South African League. His name is Olisa Nda. Olisa Nda right now is recuperating well, and right now he has started training. Let's look at that story. Orlando Pirates defender Olisa Nda returns to light training. As it is, Olisa Nda is back to training lightly. He actually got injured. He's the captain of that particular team that has to do with Orlando Pirates there. For Olisa Nda, he's trying to see how he can get back to playing football again. He has been injured for a while after tearing his tibia, and now Olisa Nda is back to the frame, and he's trying to see how he can get better. At least right now, the fans of Orlando Pirates are so happy for the fact that their man is back. He's the captain of the team, as I said earlier, and hopefully he will get to be back on his feet fully. Although right now he has started light training, and from there he will get to be having the full training proper, and also see how he can get back to Super Eagles. Fantastic defender, and right now Olisa Nda is back to his feet and is recuperating well there. Congrats for the fact that he's been able to stand on his feet, and hopefully he will have a full fitness of 100%. Wishing him better recovery there. Now let's quickly look at the nominations of Player of the Month and also Manager of the Month in the month of December, the month that just ended. Well, for the Players of the Month, well, we have about at least 8 of them getting nominations. Alexander-Arnold Trent of Liverpool getting nomination. Morgan Gibbs-White from Nottingham Forest. Dean Holstein, you look at the player from Bournemouth. Alexander Isak, Newcastle striker. Jacob Murphy, also from Newcastle. You have the blue player, Cole Palmer, of course. He made it. And also you have Anthony Robinson of Fulham, while the king also from Africa, precisely from Egypt, Mo Salah, getting that nomination. A lot of people are already tipping Mo, maybe, probably. Let's see what happens. Maybe Mo Salah will get it. Or could it be Ishak or Cole Palmer? For the month of December, very, very dicey one there. You look at all the 8 players, all of them are deserving of this particular nomination. So it's a tough one, but the vote will actually determine who wins this particular award for the best player, or rather player of the month for December. Looking at the nominees there for the month of December 2024. Now, all the 8 are equal the task. Cole Palmer, Robinson, Salah, Isaac, Gibbs White, Alexander Arnold, not forgetting Jacob Murphy also getting nominated for the player of the month. 8 of them. The vote will be very, very tough. From there, let's look at the manager of the month, also of December. There have been nominations there. Looking at Nuno Espirito Santo. Well, the man with Nottingham Forest, surprisingly, he has actually lifted that team to top place. Surprisingly, no one saw that coming, and they deserve it, or the accolade. With his beautiful smile, Nuno Espirito Santo deserved that particular nomination. And Eddie Howe, the coach of Newcastle United, is doing a wonderful job too. So he deserves to be at least mentioned. Not forgetting Anthony Iraola. Well, you just have to give it all to this man. He also deserves it. Not forgetting Anslot, of course, the king right now, topping the table at the Premier League. And you look at all of them. For the manager of the month of December, they all deserve it, because they really did well with their club side. But really, a tough one is going to be, because you look at it, if you want to put Anslot, you look at Eddie Howe, what he's doing, you look at Santo, you also look at Iraola. All of them really deserve to be mentioned. So it's a tough one for the mentioning or the nominations of these 4 coaches right now. Well, let the best manager actually win during the voting. From there, let's move away from that particular nominations now. Let's talk about Aqua United, MPFL right now. Aqua United, they've actually reappointed Kennedy Boboye as head coach. He was there before, and now he's back to the frame as the head coach of Aqua United. Maybe he will be able to at least help them out from what they are facing right now. Well, Aqua United want to make sure they are able to get to their feet, and rather that's why they have to quickly go and sign the man that knows how to do the business. He has won the MPFL twice as a coach. So he wants to go for the 3rd one. Maybe, let's see. But right now, they've gotten him back to see how he can take them to the enviable heights. Let's see what he'll be offering them. Talking about Kennedy Boboye as the coach of Aqua United. Although, as it is, it's a tough one because of where they are on the table, but nothing is impossible. Right now, let's talk about a Ghanaian player, Asante Kotoko. Asante Kotoko's vice captain, Justice Blay, has been given the chance to sign a new deal with that team. Right now, good one for him. He has been with them, and he's the assistant captain or vice captain, as some people call it. Justice Blay will continue to be with them. And you look at the deal, it's an extension, and he has actually extended his deal with that team. Congrats to Blay. We'll continue to give Asante Kotoko of Ghana the best. And if you remember, if you follow football, Kotoko is one of the best teams when it comes to Ghanaian football. And now he's actually there to continue to do more for them. Still talking about some transfer gossip right now. Let's quickly talk about a player, AC Monza, signed midfielder Jean-Daniel Apro on loan from Lazio. He has moved to join AZ Monza, and he will be giving them his best from Lazio. That is actually on loan. He'll be there to add more sparks to Monza quickly. Let's talk about Manchester United. Could move for striker Victor Gyökeres from Sporting CP, a player that scored 62 goals so far this 2024. He deserves the mention for Manchester United. Let's see, maybe Amorim wants to go for his former player and he wants to get him to Manchester United. Of course, he knows him very well, and that's why he's going for Victor Gyökeres there. Hopefully, if this is actually the light of the day, we will see how we can add more sparks to Manchester United. And Man United's £900 million deal with Adidas. Let's take another story there. Kit deal with Adidas could end if club relegates from Premier League. That actually came out. If they relegate, the £900 million deal will end because Adidas will not want to continue. But I'm sure Manchester United will fight tooth and they will do everything possible to stay on with the Premier League. This particular deal is very juicy. £900 million is not a small money. So they want to make sure they fight and stay on. Right now, it's not going so well with them, but they can hold on to the Premier League. The Gunners, they could move for Marcus Rashford of Manchester United. That's the next story we're looking at there. The Gunners right now, they could move for him if that if they go for Victor Gyökeres, this player could be moving away as it is right now. And the Gunners, a lot of clubs are already showing interest as it is. So we see where it will be ending up at the end of the season, or even this January. Still talking about some transfer gossip. Bayern, PSG, we rival 6 Premier League clubs for Dani Olmo. If that's on a free transfer, because right now Barcelona are yet to be able to get him registered, and if everything doesn't go well, they might actually have to sell this player. And Bayern, PSG are all on the lookout to see how they can sign Dani Olmo. Fantastic player, well, as it is. Well, from there, let's talk about Athletic Bilbao. Bilbao are keeping tabs on Norwich City player called Boya Zanes. Zanes is a player that they want to go for if Nico Williams eventually leaves that club, Atletico Bilbao, right now. They could be gunning for Norwich City star Boya Zanes there, talking about Atletico Bilbao. And now let's talk about Nottingham Forest. They could sell Taiwo Awoniyi if they secure a replacement of similar ability. So that's an understatement there. That's a particular statement. Well, having to see that if they are able to get a player that could match his ability, they will go for the player and then sell Taiwo Awoniyi, who has not really had a very good spell this season so far with Nottingham Forest. And the last one has to be the Galatasaray are in talks with PSG. Talking about Galatasaray right now, they are in talk with PSG for Milan Skriniar, well, on loan with an option to buy. Well, they want to see how they can get this particular player. Well, as it is right now, they're already in talks with PSG if they can actually, if they are ready to sell Skriniar for them on loan and then later have an option to sign him permanently. Well, that's it on the show. We've just given you updates in the world of sport, and I leave you with some traditional sport called Dambe. I'm Adeniyi Ajisafe. Thanks for watching.
وهو على كواجي لشافوا يبيت لا إله إلا الله أبو تاتي أبو ياتي أبو يارك سامشي قاد أبنى تكاني سبحان الله ساية مرني لا إله إلا الله وهو على كواجي سافوا يبيت وهو على كواجي سافوا يبيت أنا مسؤول عني لا أبنى أنا مسؤول لا أبنى لا إله إلا الله سبحان الله Allah, Bahabu Ali Kawaj, Saboyabiat, Bahabu Ali Kawaj, Saboyabiat, Bahabu Ali Kawaj, Saboyabiat, Gatapan Natakan, Bahabu Ali Kawaj, Saboyabiat. Allah, the warrior, World Championship, World Championship, World Championship, the warrior, 2014. سبحان الله وين كينا أنا بجبارني ما هو على كاوج نم كاوج هذا الداخل هنا ليش نسافر يبيت مستشير لا دبنا أنا بجبارني لبوا تاتي لبوا ياتي لبوا يارك سبشي لا كبير دغلا تنازوني كما على يزلم تنازوني انا بجبالني وين كاينا انا بجبالني زكاني بهغو علي كاوج تشوفوا يبيت تاك لافيا لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله كتب لنا زكان الرابشة ويبولا نشيد أبوان علي كنسلا لبو تاتي لبو يقضي سلمشي لا إله إلا الله لا نزل الله بقى بايو محمد زو يزو لا أبنك وأنك هو ترابي أنك هو ترابي لا إله إلا الله محمد عليك السلام لا إله إلا الله ويا الله سبحان الله محمد عليك السلام illallah